Hello and welcome to Hooks and Stitches. Today we are learning about the 4 basic crochet stitches that will be found in every single project that you will ever come across. And they all start with a basic chain. Now today I'm using just some regular worsted weight or a medium weight yarn. If you go to the store, you will find this. It will have the symbol number 4. And this one, the recommended hook is an H hook. This is something that we'll be talking about at length later on. But I'm using my trusty 5.5 millimeter hook. That will suffice for today. And we're going to be doing some basic chains. Now, we're going to make a slip knot first, and when we do so, you want to pay attention to where the end of your yarn is, because you don't want to confuse the long tail for the yarn that has the has everything else attached. So we're going to hold our yarn like so, making sure that tail is on the inside. Wrap this around our index finger once, twice, going behind. Lift up that first part, go behind the second. Make the loop. Let's do that one more time. Wrap around. Then wrap again with the yarn going behind. Lift up first, behind the second, picking up the second, and we pull it tight by pulling it with the yarn tail. And that is our slip knot. Very important. Insert your hook, and you can tighten it by pulling the strings. That's tight enough. And we start with our chains. The chains are very important, and actually I spent quite a lot of my beginning time just learning how to make consistent chains. So when we make a chain, we're going to hold our yarn in such a way to where we create some tension with the other hand, because if there's no tension, our chains and then our stitches are going to be far too loose. So I tend to hold my yarn between the middle and ring finger here, along with this finger here, just holding it upward, just holding the yarn up and just creating even more tension. And then the yarn is just fed through. Yeah, the yarn's just fed through there. And then some more tension is created with my index and thumb holding the tail part downward. So there's just a lot of tension happening in this hand. And that way, you know, we do our best to create consistent stitches and chains like so. So we have this one, this loop right here. I'm going to take our hook, all right, and also what I'm doing is called a knife hold. Some people do a pencil hold. I actually used to do this same thing when I was younger, and now I use the knife hold. There we go. Whichever one works best for you. I'm going to yarn under, and I'm going to hook that yarn in and pull it through my loop. Yarn under, pull through. Yarn under, pull through. And as I'm moving up, my index and thumb are moving with me. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. yarn over, pull through. And we're going to just do this a few more times. And you can do this as much as you like. So you get the hang of the yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull. Actually, 13 is a really nice number for what we will do next, which is the single crochet. We are going to skip this first chain and we're going to go into the second chain. So let me get a little closer. So this chain that we just made is a little small, a little on the small side, but we will go into the second chain. So 1, 2, into that second chain, we will yarn over, pull it through, and then we will yarn over, pull through. So insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2. And let's continue. All right, now that we are finished, we're going to cut a little tail. Now when you cut tails, we generally cut them long because we're going to be doing something called weaving in when we're finished with our projects. This goes for every crochet project. You always want to leave a long tail. So you leave a long one in the beginning, a long one in the end, so that they're both woven through. More on that later. Now to do the fasten off, this is something else you'll see in crochet patterns. We cut it. Most people will do something of this sort. They'll just pull that through, making a final knot. And then that's it. Let's move on to our next stitch, the half double crochet. So I have my chains here all prepared, and once again it's about 13, but I'm gonna add one more. So we're gonna do our yarn over, pull through, because we're making some half double crochet. Now generally, just like with the single crochet, we generally skip stitches. This sometimes will count as a stitch and sometimes it won't. But generally when we skip chains for a half double crochet, we generally skip 2. Sometimes it's 3. This time we're making it 2. So the first 2, 1, 2, we're skipping, and we're going to half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, this guy right here. To make the half double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook. Now we yarn over again, we pull through. You will have 3 chains on the hook. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 loops on the hook. Now we will yarn over, and very similar to the single crochet, we go through all the loops. 1, 2, 3. That's the half double crochet. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to continue down the end of the line. And there we have it. Half double crochet. Once again, leaving a long tail, cut, pull the yarn through, and a nice knot. So we're just stepping up in size. Now to step up one more with the double crochet. So here we are, this time with 15 chains. And with the single crochet, we skip the first chain. With the half double crochet, we skip the first and second. This time with the double crochet, we are skipping the first, second, and third. And we are going to locate our fourth chain. So with double crochet, it generally is equated to 3 chains. To make the double crochet is actually very similar to the half double crochet. We yarn over, we're going to insert, yarn over, pull through. We're going to yarn over, but this time we're not going through all 3 loops. We're just going through 1, 2. You will have 2 loops left on this hook. We yarn over again, and we go through the last 2. 1, 2. Let's do that one more time, or several. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, 1, 2. That is our double crochet. As you can see, taller than the half, much taller than the single. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, 1, 2. And there we have it. Our row of double crochet. Fasten off, knot it twice, or knot it tight. And after all this stepping up, we're going to actually step down to the simplest of all of these stitches, but still very important, the slip stitch. Very similar to the single crochet, I chained 13 chains. because with the single crochet, especially if we're making it a line, we're also going to skip that first chain. Now, to make this slip stitch, again, it's very simple. We're going to skip that first chain, go to the second. We're inserting our hook, yarning over, pull through, and then we pull through that loop. So the slip stitch does not have any yarn over except for this one. Pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through, pull through. And as you can see, well, you can barely see the stitch at all. It basically sits in front, on top of the yarn and has no height at all when compared to the single crochet or the double. It's hardly noticeable that it's there. But the slip stitch is great when it comes to edging. If you want a simple, crisp edge, the slip stitch is going to do that for you. So these are the 4 basic stitches everyone needs to know. Slip stitch, single, half double, and the double. Everything else is a variation of these 4. If you know these 4, you know crochet. Thank you. See you again.